Kim Jong-un is not mad. CIA says North Korea leader is rational. Despite Kim threatening global nuclear war with the United States and severely increased tensions in East Asia, the Central Intelligence Agency believed the 35-year-old leader is perfectly sane. The Deputy Assistant Director of the CIA's newly created Korea Mission Center Jong told the CIA Ethos and Profession of Intelligence Conference in Washington that Kim was a very rational actor. He said, "The last person who wants conflict on the Korean peninsula is Kim Jong-un." His view would appear to be at odds with U.S. President who has labeled the leader a madman. Mr. Lee said Kim wants what all authoritarian rulers want, and to rule for a very long time and die peacefully in his own bed, adding Kim has no interest in going toe-to-toe with the U.S. military and its allies. He said, "We have a tendency in this country and everywhere else to kind of underestimate the conservatism that runs in these authoritarian regimes, and it's probably the greatest circuit breaker in any kind of conflict." Amid escalating tensions between the U.S. and North Korea after Kim launched a series of missile tests in the region and threatened to obliterate the U.S., both Mr. Trump and Kim have been trading insults. Mr. Trump has labeled Kim a madman as well as a little rocket man, while in turn, Kim has said his missile tests were a gift to the American BS and that Mr. Trump was bereft of reason and said he was a mentally deranged U.S. dotard. Mr. Lee's comments were supported by CIA Deputy Assistant Director for East Asia Michael Collins and Ambassador Joseph Betrani, the former U.S. Special Envoy to talks on North Korea. Mr. Betrani said, "They want to survive, and they feel with these nuclear weapons no one's going to mess with them. Are they going to use the weapons? No, they're not suicidal." Mr. Collins said the situation in North Korea is part of a larger strategic challenge for Washington, the management of China's rise in Asia. He said while China was playing an active role in containing North Korea, there was more that it could do. Mr. Collins said, "China still accounts for 90% of North Korean trade. China still provides the lifeline crude oil to North Korea. While Beijing is enforcing some sanctions, the Chinese remain very sensitive to what they don't put on the sanctions list." Mr. Collins believes China's goal in the region is to frustrate the U.S. and maintain the permanent division between North and South in the Korean peninsula. He said, "The only way they're going to express or put pressure on North Korea is if they're convinced of the seriousness of the U.S. purpose. My hope is analysts and intelligence officers in China are wrestling with this equation and trying to do that cost-benefit analysis."